Hey, what is going on, guys? Inferno LH here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how you can get any unobtainable item in Terraria. Now, specifically in this video, I'm just going to be showing you how to get unobtainable items in the mobile and console versions. So this counts for PlayStation and Xbox. So if you're wondering what unobtainable items are, basically they're items that have been left in the game files, but are not actually obtainable in the game. So the developers were like planning on adding an item or something like that, and they decided not to fully add it. And the files for those items have been left in the game, so you can still obtain them by modding. Some of the unobtainable items that are in the game include something like the first fractal. The first fractal is an unobtainable item, but you can get it doing this method. And there are many other unobtainable items, but that's like one of the main ones. If you don't know what most of the unobtainable items are and you want to like know what they are so you can add them to your inventory, I will leave a link in the description of this video to a Wikipedia article, which is just a list of all the unobtainable items in the game. So you can go ahead and look at that list and just add those items to your inventory. So to get unobtainable items, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use your mobile device to do this. So you can't just get them straight from the console, that's not really possible, you have to give them to your console. And what I mean by giving to your console is I'm going to be obtaining them on my mobile device, and I'm going to be joining my console through local play. If you don't know how to join consoles through local play with your mobile device, there is crossplay currently with mobile and console. So if you don't know how to do that, I will leave the link in the description of this video so you can learn how to do that, because it is required to do this. That is if you want to get unobtainable items on your console. So to get unobtainable items, you're going to want to be using a mod menu called TL Pro. If you don't know what that is, you probably do already, but if you don't already know what that is, or if you don't know how to get it, I will also leave my link in the description of this video. How to get TL Pro, it's pretty easy. But if you don't have TL Pro already, I will leave the link for that in the description. Okay, so before actually showing you guys how to get the unobtainable items, could you please like and subscribe to my channel? It really does help me out a lot, as over 90% of people who do watch my videos are not subscribed, so I would really appreciate it. Okay, so once you've gotten all the stuff ready that I've mentioned just a bit ago, you'll want to load up TL Pro, which I already have it loaded up. So I'm in TL Pro right now. You'll have this mod menu right here. So what you want to do once you are in TL Pro is you'll want to load up your mod menu. And you'll see a screen like this. Now you may already know how to use this mod menu if you've seen my previous videos, or if you've just used TL Pro. But what you want to do is you want to go to Add Item. And going in here, you can search up any item in the game. Now what you may not know about this is you can also get the unobtainable items with this mod menu. So for example, you can just search up any unobtainable item and it will show up. So I want to get the first fractal, which is unobtainable, and as you can see, the first fractal is right there. It is named kind of weird, just because it's not actually unobtainable, but boom, I can just add it to my inventory, and as you can see, I have the first fractal right here. And I can even use it, so let me zoom out for a second, and boom, look at that, I can use the first fractal. It's not an obtainable item in the game, but I can go ahead and use it and obtain it like this, using this mod menu. Now this is honestly so cool, especially just using this weapon, or being able to obtain any of these unobtainable items is just, I think it's just so cool. So this is how to get unobtainable items on mobile, and if you're wanting to move these items over to console, you can easily do that. So to do that, you'll want to follow my video before, which how to play console and mobile crossplay together. So you just follow the steps in that video there, and what you're going to be wanting to do is on your mobile device, you'll want to be hosting your world. So I am right now, and I will just join it through my PlayStation. So there we go, my PlayStation account has joined the world, and so what I'm going to want to do now, so for example, I want to give my unobtainable items to my console. So what you can do is you can just drop the item, any unobtainable item on the floor to your PlayStation character or Xbox character, and they will just have that item in their inventory. Now one thing before you go ahead and like, oh my gosh, I can get the first fractal on my console. Unfortunately, you can't. The sad thing about the console unobtainable items is not all of them you can get on the console. I'm not completely sure why. I think it's because the unobtainable items, some of them are not on the files of the console games, so you can't get all of them on your console, unfortunately. But you can give your console some of the unobtainable items. One of them not being the first fractal, you can't give that to your console, but one of the unobtainable items, which you may have known, is the boring bow. So let me search that up. So boom, there's the boring bow. I'll add it to my inventory. And this is an unobtainable item, but now I can just drop it on the floor like that, and my console character will just pick it up. And boom, now my console character has an unobtainable item. And you can do that with most of the unobtainable items. Now you may be asking, so how come you can't give the first fractal or some of the unobtainable items to your console? Well, as I mentioned before, the files may not be in the console version, so you can't give it to them. So for example, if I want to drop the first fractal to my console character, now that it's on the floor and I go on my mobile game, it looks like they picked it up. But on my console character, that item is not actually on the floor. And if I check my inventory, nope, that item is not in my console character's inventory, so I can't even use it. The boring bow is on their inventory because that item's in the game files. But anyways, that is going to be it for today's video. If this did help you out, or if you enjoyed the video, could you please like and subscribe, as over 90% of people who do watch my videos are not subscribed, so I would really appreciate it. I will also leave my Discord server link in the description of this video if you want to go ahead and join that. But anyways, that is going to be the end of today's video, so goodbye.